line there, but we're going to move forward now. After a debilitating phenomenon in Indore sending hundreds to the hospital, the water crisis has reached Bengaluru and Gandhinagar in Gujarat. In Gandhinagar, over 70 active typhoid cases have been reported linked to sewage mixing with drinking water from pipeline leaks. Residents are urged to boil water amid a surge in gastrointestinal illnesses. In Bengaluru, neighborhoods like Lingarajpuram are reporting foul-smelling, frothy tap water, forcing families to rely on private sources. Widespread symptoms of vomiting and diarrhea have emerged, with authorities confirming sewage contamination. Experts blame aging infrastructure, poor maintenance and delayed repairs. Authorities in all three cities are repairing lines, distributing chlorine tablets and advising boiled or bottled water only. This wave of contamination underscores the urgent need for better pipeline audits and water quality monitoring nationwide. Let's take a look at a report from Bengaluru by my colleague Belly Thomas.
I am right now at the 3rd A main in KSFC layout in Lingarajpuram East, Bengaluru, and this is an indoor-like situation here where the drinking water supply has been mixed with sewage, and I have with me aggrieved residents of this area. This is not the only place where the water has been contaminated. You can see the color of the water. One resident has taken it. So when the sewage water was getting mixed, so this was the color of the water that the people were getting here. You can compare it with the other the water in the bottle. And now since the news has spread, the BWSSB are sending tankers of water here for these people's consumption. So this is happening at the 3rd A main. You can see the water trucks coming here and unloading water to each of the residents to their sufficient quantity of water they would require. And this is the situation here. The BWSSB people have told that they would rectify the situation. This is the same story with the other road across here, that is the 3rd A main. Let's talk to some few residents here. So when was this issue starting, and how did you guys come to know, and what was the response from the BWSSB?
See, since October, people have been falling ill, complaining of stomach problem, diarrhea, typhoid, all these things. But then we were thinking that it is a result of food poisoning or some other contamination, change of weather. But then slowly we started noticing that it is not a one-off incident, and then this has been happening throughout the street. Then over the last 10 days, the water was muddy, but then we didn't suspect anything. We thought that there must be some kind of mixage of water from the tank, some tank, because most of us started cleaning our tanks during Christmas time. So then later we found that it was not just again a one-off incident. Everybody was getting the same type of water, and then we found that people were frequently falling ill, not just in one place, but then in almost all the houses.
So they kind of detected the issue after people started falling ill after consuming the water. Let's find out, ma'am, like how many people were hospitalized and what kind of illnesses people were suffering because of this, and how long has been this? Did you report it to any authorities, and what was their response?
So from past 15 days, like stomach upset, diarrhea and all these problems, fever and all this was there. The water was little blackish, like what is here? It was smelling also. So we got overhead tank only cleaned. We thought it is maybe because of borehole or something. We didn't know, but it was smelling. After that only sir informed, and yesterday we got everything cleaned. Yesterday they came and checked everything.
Okay. So tell us something about your experience with the water contamination here.
First of all, when we saw the dirty muddy water, we thought it's only for us, and after that we started cleaning up the some tank, everything. Even after cleaning, we again saw the same kind of water coming out, and it was very smelly. Then we realized the water is contaminated, and we started raising our voice against it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did the authorities respond to your grievances? Like, did you report this to the local Bengaluru Water Supply and Sewerage Board?
See, not actually through an official channel, but the local suppliers who come here to take meter reading, we had requested them to check this up. When they checked it, they said they would send an proper authority people to check this up, and they started investigating it, and they have dug till now they have dug in 2 places. Even after that, they were not able to identify where the sewage is getting mixed, right? So till today, it's not sorted out.
Okay. So I have another resident here, Sanjeev, with me here. So who had collected the samples. So they are still saying that they have not found out the solution for this. So how long? Like, what is the solution until then, and how are you guys coping with that?
So when we've noticed the issue and we've raised the concern, the effect was very less. But then when Paul sir spoke about it to the media, the action has changed. So that indicates that lethargic kind of response. And moreover, the question is, instead of we first reporting, I feel there should have been a continuous quality check of the water, because now we know how critical water is. And I have a 2-year-old kid. And when we opened our tap, same water we saw coming out from the drinking water side. And when they were diagnosing this place, there was that silt which was there, which the sewage silt. We noticed in a drinking water pipe. We noticed that, and so that is what is a big concern, more than anything else. So the water which we are getting, and I believe the sewage pipe which we have on our road is very old. We are here from almost 30 years, and we haven't seen the sewage pipe being changed. And I believe the pipe is 40 years plus old. So we don't know what has happened to the pipe below. There's continuous sewage seepage as well. So these are the main issues. And now I think it's mixing up with the drinking water.
Okay.
So
let's talk to another resident here. So tell us about your grievances that you faced because of this contamination of water.
Yeah, sure. So I think over the last couple of weeks, it has been a real problem. Over the last 10 days, it has been a real issue, and the water has been smelling. There's a very foul smell that's coming out. And what has led to that is we had to empty our tankers. We had to empty our sumps yesterday. We had to get it clean. We had to shell out about 2,000 rupees per household here to get the cleaning process done. And now we are dependent on tankers. We do not know when this issue is going to get solved and rectified. And it's like searching in the dark, and that the BWSSB is not aware where the problem is. They have dug up some holes, as you can see at my back here, and that's where we are, and we really do not know what the solution is going to be, and it's going to be like this for some time, looks like. Yeah, thank you.
So these residents here in KSFC layouts, Christmas and New Year has been a kind of a doomed time for them, because the water supply, the drinking water supply is mixed with sewage water, and it has got contaminated. And now since the matter has come to light, now the authorities have woken up. They haven't still identified where the issue is. Like you can see, they have dug up places where they suspected the leak was there, but they haven't yet found out. So until then, they are trying to supply water through tankers to these houses. There are around 30 houses here that has been affected. Their drinking water supply lines have been affected, and all are getting contaminated water, and they are keeping their fingers crossed as to when the authorities would sort out their matter, so that they, no more such tankers would come to that area, and the drinking water supply is back in a correct way. With camera person Pawan Kumar, this is Belly Thomas for News 6 Bengaluru.
In more breaking news, at least 4 police personnel